Hey, Jack Squad. How everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. Gotta make it happen for yourself, guys. That's what's important, okay? Happy Monday to everybody. Let me tell y'all something. I'm happy today, right? Because I am not working, right? I got a lot of stuff I got going on. So I have taken off from work for a while. But anyway, before I get started, like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Please share because it's very important that you share. I'm trying to build up my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build up my subscribers. I now have a little time freed up where I can do more on YouTube. I can upload more videos. I can, in my comment section, or my community, I'm sorry, I can notify you guys of things in my community section because I have time, right? Time is very, very important, y'all. And so I have time for a little while. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff going on at home. I got stuff going on. My daughter's making a great big move. I'll wait till she tell me to okay that I can speak on it. And so I'm dealing with that, right? I'm just excited for all the new that's going on in my life right now, right? So it's very important that you guys share. Like I said, I want to build up my subscribership. I ask for you guys' support in any way you can. My Cash App is down in the description box, as well as my email. I am open for suggestions on different topics and subjects that you guys would like for me to talk about. What else? Oh yeah, and you tell me what type of content. Jacquie with a Q the Q is for Queen, which I am, right? The other Q is for question. We're going to answer questions. We're going to ask questions on here, right? And the other Q is for quality of life. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of quality of life, such as my dating stories, the type of people you should not date, just quality of life subjects, period, right? Also, let's see what else I have to say before I get started. Yeah, also guys, the most exciting thing, right? One of the most exciting things is I am now able to put in the time to actively work on my book. I'm going to see what the 90 days, I'm giving it 90 days to see where I'm at in 90 days. Like I said, I have some time off work, so we're going to see where I'm at in 90 days. I'm putting my whole foot and everything into it. This is a project that I'm extremely excited about. It's been coming a long time, right? I also, guys, in case I never told you guys, I know I talked about it in the beginning, but Corona and so much stuff has went on that it derailed my plans a little bit, right? I'm also going to be launching a website. I'm going to be selling merchandise, and the merchandise that I'm going to be selling is handbags. I'm going to be selling handbags. Some of my subscribers that are now my friends know what type of quality products that I have because they have purchased from me. This is not a new venture. It's just going to be new on the website. This is something I've been doing for over 10 years, right? And so I'm trying to implement, while I have the time, get everything off the ground that I need to get off the ground. And my website is one of them, right? My website, I haven't gotten it up yet because, like I said, I started. And then, when COVID came, I started actually before I even started doing my YouTube channel. But COVID came and devastated the nation, devastated me for sure. So I had to switch gears because I didn't know if people were shopping, even though I done shopped online damn near every day. But, don't know how the economy is because people don't have jobs and stuff, so I didn't think that would be a profitable thing to do to start, once the pandemic came. But now it looks like people are moving around and doing what they're doing. And so I'm going to launch my website in the very near future. Also, I'm going to be, I'm going to have some t-shirts with my, what I have to do first is create a logo. I haven't created it. I've thought about it, but I just haven't taken the time because I didn't have the time. Now I have the time. So I am going to be, once I get the logo created, I'm going to be selling t-shirts that says, make it happen for yourself. Make it happen for yourself, right? Maybe some Jacquie with a Q, but definitely make it happen for yourself. That's a statement that everybody needs to pay attention to. Make it happen for yourself, right? And that's not something I just say. That's something I stand on and live by, okay? So I got that going on. What else? Yeah, I think I've covered it. Yeah, so like I was saying, guys, I really, really like what I do, and I want to be able to do this full time. Right now, it's just part time, but I want to be able to do this full time. So like I said, any support, because it takes time to do this. This isn't like easy. It takes a lot of time, and I'm doing it by myself. Most people have a whole team. They got this person, that person, this person, that person. So it takes me even more time, right, to prepare, set up my area. As y'all see, I'm in another area in my house due to the lighting, right? And I hope this turns out right. I tested it. It was okay. So due to the lighting, you know, I have a very large picture window downstairs. Upstairs, it's okay sometimes. You know, I'm just trying to find places where I can be until I get me a space to do, you know, just have it set up and it stays like that. Right now, I'm moving stuff and equipment all around the room, all around the house, upstairs, downstairs, right? So I want to not be able to do that. But let me tell you guys, I understand that everything takes time, right? And like I said, I just finished my year in last month. You know, I've just come up on a year of doing this. So I hope that I'm on pace with what it looks like after you've been doing it for a year. And I hope that my goal is to improve myself every day. My goal is to get better, right? So, you know, like I said again, I appreciate you guys. Without you, it wouldn't be no me. And not on this platform anyway, right? So I really, really appreciate you guys. And like I said, share, support, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos, as I'm going to be uploading more. I'm going to try to do at least 2 a day. So if you see me, like you see me right now, and then you see another video I got the same thing on, that's because I'm doing 2 a day, y'all. I'm doing 2 a day. That's what I'm going to try while I have this time and space to do it, okay? And yeah. I also wanted to say that I appreciate you guys' feedback, especially the positive ones. You guys really give me life. I say it all the time, but you know, I'm a very appreciative person, so I'm not going to ever stop saying that, right? You guys give me life. You give me strength. You give me love that I did not know was available to me, okay? Especially from people that don't know me, that just like me based on me, just based on me, right? So I appreciate you guys, okay? I told you guys about the website. And you know, you guys, if you want to be fly, I'm going to have some very fly, different handbags. So this is not going to be like the regular handbags. It's going to be good quality bags, but it's not going. I don't have any designer bags, so I won't be having those. But it's just going to be good quality bags, and you know, once I get the website up and going, I would appreciate you guys' support with that, right? Also, I told you guys about the t-shirts, yeah. So that's what I got coming soon, and I'm so excited about it. That's why I'm talking about it, because I'm so excited about it, because this is day one. This is day one of a new beginning for me, right? This is day one of a new beginning. So, with all that being said, let me shout out my subs, as I always do. My subs today are Michelle Lane and Candace. Michelle Lane and Candace. And Candace spells her name in a very unique way. I'm all about uniqueness, right? Because y'all see I spell Jacquie different. And the reason why I spell Jacquie different is because growing up, even now, but growing up, moving on through life, everybody is named Jacquie. You know, when I went to school, it was a guy named Jacquie that was in my grade, right? So, you know, Jacquies are everywhere. If I can go to the corner store, I can go to the mall and say Jacquie, 2 or 3 people gonna turn around, right? And not that it bothered me, but I just wanted to be different. So I changed the spelling of my name years ago. I probably was in my 20s, I'm sure. Yeah, I was. I changed the spelling of my name. My full name is Jacqueline, but when I use Jacquie, I use the Jacquie because I'm different. I know that I'm different, and I've always known that I'm different. And I'm gonna say this to you guys. I'm gonna start. I don't know if I want to do it once a month or, you know, when I feel like it, what I'm going to call Wellness Wednesdays, right? And I'm going to talk about some things that will help you be better mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because you don't always have to fit into the cookie cutter mold, right? If you're different, be different. You know, and don't let anybody tell you that you have to be like everybody else. And that was my problem for a long time. I knew that I was different. And I knew I thought differently. I knew I thought outside the box. And people kept me in the box, right? And then when I would act out or break out, it would sometimes not be good. I have one of my twin grandbabies is exactly like me. And me and her mom have discussed, because her mom is totally different from me. She's quiet, she's introverted, just a quiet, cute girl, smart girl, right? My twin is just like me. Just like me. And me and my daughter have discussed allowing her to be her. Allow her to be her. Okay, I done said my say for the day, y'all. So again, my subs are Michelle Lane and Candace, right? And I was talking about, that's what I was talking about, Candace. She spells her name with a Y and not the I. And I thought that was cute. I've never seen that before. I've seen Candace with a K, Candace with a C, but I've never seen it with the Y. So shout out to Candace for being an individual. All right, guys. So today, my topic is, I know I talked a lot today, but I wanted to get that out because I have time to get it out. Y'all just don't understand. Time is so very important. And a lot of times, most of the time when I'm doing my videos, I didn't have time. Not the time I wanted to put into it, right? So now I have time. So I will be talking more, y'all. That's what I do. Everybody know me, know I talk a lot. I'm a conversationalist. That's what I do. That's what my daughter said. Ma, you be good at this. You like to talk and tell people what to do. But anyway, so we're going to talk about today, y'all. We're going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, let me tell y'all something. I've told y'all before. I'm going to refresh your memory. This is, I think, the third season. I don't know if the third season or the second season, because, you know, COVID messed things up and split it up. So I'm thinking they're calling this the second season, right? But at any rate, is this the second season? I think so. I'm not sure. But anyway, Love and Marriage Huntsville, I was so excited when this came out, because it was about young, successful black married couples. I was all for it. I'm still all for it. I was for it, y'all. This air is coming down right here. So that's what happens when you change locations. But anyway, I was all for it, right? Successful black people on the move, okay? And they were good-looking people, good-looking folk, right? We had the 3 couples. We had Martell and Melody, and I think they're the executive producers. I think the people came to them first. They're on their own network, too, on Saturdays, right? Then we had Kimmy and Maurice, and then Maurice's brother and his wife, Marceau and Tisha, right? And the side characters to that is Tisha's mom, Miss Wanda, who's a character. She's a character, right? And then they implemented, you know, they have children. Maurice has Monster, who he had with his first wife, Kiowa, that's her name. And then we have, Kimmy has a son, I forgot his name. And then, you know, Melody and Martell have their 4 kids, and Martell now has the extra baby, side piece baby, right? And then they introduced, towards the end of the season, they introduced Destiny and LeBaric, right? Now, he is the chicken wing man or the chicken man or something. I think he has a restaurant, or he might do catering. I think he does both, right? And then his wife was Destiny. And Destiny has now opened a beauty supply company, which was probably, I know, much needed in Huntsville. But anyway, that couple has since divorced. And they didn't show him much. They might have showed him once, maybe twice. They didn't show him much, right? And so they're divorced. And I'm going to talk about Destiny first because she did something I don't know what I could do. She did something very selfless. Because Melanie is her friend. Now, she was friends with Martell. That's how they met. They went to college together. But her and Melanie became friends. Because she's friends with Melanie, and Melanie was going such a trying, traumatic, tragic time with her divorce and the side piece and all the talk about of them on social media, she quietly had her divorce. Quietly. That takes a lot. That you go through that and don't share with your friends and maybe not get the support that you need. Right? So when she told Melanie last week that on the first episode that she had a divorce, that she went through the divorce, you know, she was shocked, and I was too. But she did that with class, you know. She did that with class, and she did that selflessly, right? So they're divorced. And so she's another, you know, prosperous black woman, young black woman. Well, today, y'all, I'm going to talk about, what I want to talk about is Tisha and Kimmy. Now, let me give you some backstory on that. Tisha and Kimmy are sister-in-laws. Their husbands are developers, right? Kimmy's husband is actually a lawyer as well. He just passed the bar. These guys are accomplished dudes, right? And they have acquired a lot of acres of land that they are going to build a compound for their families to live on. I think their mom, they're going to have space for her, then Kimmy and Maurice and Marcel and Tisha. Now, Tisha, as y'all know, get on my motherfucking nerves, right? Because Tisha is like a baby. You know, she's not a grown woman. She's accomplished. She has 2 degrees. She just, or 3. I don't know. I think she's working on it. She has 3 because she's just finished her second master's. So she has 3, right? Now, you can be smart and not have no common sense. If y'all didn't know that, you can be smart. You can have all the degrees and numbers and letters behind your name. You won't be dumb as a box of goddamn rocks when it comes to real life issues and real life situations, right? And so when it started last season, when Tisha asked Kimmy, you know, I don't know if she asked her would she be living there, how excited was she, and Kimmy said no. Now, I don't blame her. I'm the same way. I love my family. I love my friends. But I don't know if I want you on the same piece of property that I'm on to get on my nerves every day. And maybe not even get on my nerves. It's just that there's 2 very distinct sides to me. There's the sociable side that you all see, and then there's the side when I want to be by myself. Right? And as I told y'all, and I'm going to go in more in depth in my book, as I told y'all, I discovered that side of me when I went to the penitentiary, that I need to be by myself. There are times when I need to be by myself. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. And, you know, when I do that, like turn my phone off and stuff, my kids, especially my son, goes bananas, right? And, you know, my siblings, you know, my sister drives her bananas too, one of my sisters. And, you know, because they like to get a hold to me because I'm the person of wisdom and love and all that stuff, right? But if I need to recharge my battery. And if I can't recharge my battery, then I'm no good to no one. Not myself and not no one else. So there are times when I do that, right? And like I said, I didn't discover that until, you know, I went to the penitentiary. So Kimmy, I understand where Kimmy's at. I don't know if I want to live. Now, the reality of the matter, is Kimmy going to live on that land? I'm sure. Her husband is building it. He's going to build them a very nice home. Yes, she's going to be there. But that was her feelings at the time. And if Tisha had any sense, she would have thought about that and said, well, I know she's going to be there eventually because the husband, he's not going to put all that money into a land and a home with his family and his wife don't be there. You know, she just got to come to grips with the idea. She has to come to grips with the idea. And like I said, if Tisha had enough sense, Tisha's like, let me tell you what's wrong with Tisha. I don't know if she's the baby or not. She act like the baby. But she has a real controlling, out of control mother, right? That say whatever she want out of her mouth. And growing up with that, like one of my subscribers brought that to me. And I knew it as well. But growing up with that could have made her timid and stay in a childlike position. right? Because you know your mama, your crazy ass mama coming there talking all crazy, cussing and doing all that shit, right? And no telling what else she do. Because what we see on the screen is bad enough. I know damn well when she in her own house, in her own place, in her own peace, she is bananas. I know this, right? And she probably drink. Don't give her a little liquor. Not no brown. I don't know if she drink or not, but I'm sure she drank a little liquor. Is intensified, right? So if you grew up with that type of in that type of environment where you felt your word was not heard, so now you're grown, you're gonna make sure everybody hear what you got to say and do what you want them to do. And I think that's what, you know, y'all, that's what I told y'all, I like the psychology of it all. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think, right? So Tisha is still babyfied. I don't know how Marcel talks to her. I don't know how because he's such a level-headed dude. Well, I guess they balance each other out. Because I don't know how he could be bothered with that crybaby, whiny, woe is me, don't nobody like me bullshit, right? I don't understand, you know. And so when Kimmy's trying to explain to her like an adult as softly as she can, Tisha's still sitting there with a confused look on her face like she don't understand, tears dropping, you know, like, listen here, we grown, sis, and I need my space, everybody need their space, and I just need time to take in the fact that we're going to all be living on the same compound. So right now, it's a no for me, even though we all know that Kimmy's going to go, right? That's her husband, they're newlyweds. But she needs time to wrap her mind around that. That's what I'm saying, right? And so, oh yeah, that's what Tisha said. This is the part where I was like, oh my God. So she said, because you didn't check on me, the people that love me, they check on me and they see about me and they call me like, girl, people busy living their life. People are busy living their life. I have lots of friends that I love to death. I don't call them all the time. There are times, like I'm probably going to do today, because this is my first day not having to work, then I'm going to go down the list and call a whole bunch of people today and let them know I love you, right? But I don't have time for that all the time. You know, I don't have time for that all the time. And again, when I do have time, I want to sit with myself quietly, right? So Tisha doesn't understand that. And she said, you didn't check on me. You know, she said, you don't have to, I know you love me or something to that effect, right? Wait a minute, because I wrote it down. Yeah, basically, she just said, you didn't check on me and see about me, and that's what people do. If you feel like nobody has no time to just be dealing with you. You know, there are times when I will think of something, think of a friend, think about something, and call them. Might be in the middle of the night, you know, or something in the middle of my work day just to see how they're doing because they've been running across my mind a lot. But, you know, a lot of times you don't have time for full-blown conversations. You know, me and one of my good friends, my sis, we text each other every morning. You know, we text each other every morning. We don't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk a lot, but we text each other every morning. You know, people are just busy living their lives, right? And a lot of people, sometimes, I always wonder why people, especially people with a husband, women with husbands, need so much attention. But again, it goes back to childhood. How you are, y'all, is based on your childhood, right? I'm convinced of that. So, you know, she has other siblings, and Mama Wanda crazy as shit. She crazy as shit. And I'm sure she wasn't heard most of the time. Not Tisha, she wasn't heard most of the time. And so she was mad. And so she wants to keep asking Tisha, why? And then, you know, when you keep asking people why, they're trying to give you the most nice, diplomatic answer they can give you when you ask the first 1 or 2 times. But the 3rd or 4th time, you might get your feelings hurt because I've tried to tell you why nicely. Now, you want me to tell you because you motherfuckers get on my nerves and I don't want to be bothered with y'all? You want her to say that? Would that make you feel better? You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what it is. I don't want to be bothered with you motherfuckers knocking on my door, coming across the field, coming across the lake, coming across the whatever, talking to me. When I sit on my porch, you know, because I'm like that. When I sit on my porch and I'm sitting by myself, don't come over here. Don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? I had a neighbor that initially did that at first. You know, but I can have my body language. I can have signals that will let you know this ain't it today. Not right now. You know, I have that signal, that innate ability to let you know, not right now, right? So if you keep asking her, she's going to tell you. But I have to applaud Kimmy because she's being very diplomatic, with her answers and with her reasoning to Tisha. Because I'd be like, girl, because I don't want to. Get the fuck on now. Don't keep asking me that shit. You know, then her feelings would be hurt. You know, people keep asking you something, then you hurt their feelings. You satisfied now? You cool now? I tried to tell you, you wasn't listening to me. You know, my oldest son gets upset. I could tell him something nicely 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then when I cuss him out, he was like, you talking to me like that? Nigga, I tried to tell you. What you want me to do, sing it? I tried to tell you. You're not listening. Sometimes you have to get rough with people before they hear you. You're not hearing me. So that's where they at, right? And I won't teach a crybaby ass to, I want her to get some counseling. How do she get counseling? I want her to get some counseling. I think maybe her and myself maybe. But she needs some counseling so she can grow up. So the counselor can grow her up into a woman. That's what she needs, right? Now, let me tell y'all what else. Martell. Now, I'm going to talk about Martell. Martell and Melanie. I applaud Melanie for trying to move forward in her life as best she can. But she revealed something in this episode. See, we didn't see it. I applaud her because, you know, I'm that person, right? I could be hurt. Nobody will know but me and the Lord, right? And that's not really good, but, you know, that's what people do. We do that, right? And anyway, so Martell is like a dummy. He's a nice looking dummy, okay? And it's obvious now that Melanie was the brains of the operation. Now, true, Martell may have had, I'm sure he had the connections. He's a man in the construction world, in the building world. So he had the connections, he knew the people and all of that. And he might have set a lot of things up. But when it comes to doing business, Melanie is the brain of that shit. And he's seeing it now, right? So let me tell y'all what happened. He goes to pick up the kids to the house. This was his first time. He goes to because I guess Melanie said, I'm tired of driving and meeting you and doing all that stuff. Come on over here and get them, right? So he stood at the door, and what I see with Melanie, like, she's very pleasant with him. Hi Martell, how are you? Me, I guess she's gotten over it or she's forgiven. I don't know. But me, hold on. They'll be out in a minute, and that's that. I don't know if I could have all those niceties with him. I just don't know. Because let me tell y'all something before I get talking about this. The side piece, her name is Ariane Curry, right? I follow her on social media. She didn't used to say anything, and now she's sitting out innuendos and subliminal messages and stuff. Now, let me tell y'all this, y'all. When a man cheats and you've been the one he's been cheating with and he leave his wife, 9 times out of 10 he ain't gonna be with you. Because your purpose is what he had your purpose for. Outside the box. You won't ever be in the box. Like they said, somebody said, you'll always be the side piece. You'll always be coleslaw. You won't ever be the main dish, right? You won't be the meat. So I think that he's moved on. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know how true it is. He has a girlfriend, and it ain't her. Now, you done broke up this marriage, not by yourself, but you were proud of that fact. You got him. You ain't got him, you'll never have him. I told y'all that before. So now you have the baby to show of your misdoings and that bad decision that you made. You gotta live with that. That's fucked up, right? You gotta live with that. Every day you gotta look at that child and know, I fucked up in your good heart, in your good mind, in your good heart. I fucked up a family. I got a baby to show it, and he don't want me either. Okay? So she's been saying some subliminal things. Like, Melody, she wrote a song about the situation. Martell don't like that. But, you have to make lemonade out of lemons, right? And you have to do whatever you need to do to heal. Because it's going to take her a long time to heal. She's been with him, I think, 15, 16 years. It's going to take a long time to heal. I can know that from experience. It takes a long time to heal. So, anyway, he's oblivious to certain things, right? He don't know how to really play nice and take ownership. And this is what I want him to do. When Melanie say some shit to you that's hurt her feelings and fucked her up, don't say nothing. Don't say, well, you did some stuff too. Be a man, own it, and shut the fuck up. You'll go a long way. Go a long way, right? And he's a little out of touch with his emotions. Now, again, I'm thinking he's narcissistic too, because, he says all kind of dumb shit, and you be like, did he just say that? Like, what? So his friend, Destiny, told him, you know, I guess on social media he talked about the side piece baby, the 5th child. So Destiny was trying to say he didn't understand it. Like, give it time. It's not time yet. You know, let your kids don't even know about the baby. So first you got to tell your kids, let your ex-wife heal. Let all this blow over. You know, and she was saying, don't deny him. Don't not do nothing for him. Don't be there for him. But just don't put it out in the public. That's what she was trying to say. He didn't get it. He said, well, they're my kids. And, you know, he just went on and on and on like a dumbass do. Right? He can't admit to the fact that he cheated, and he's the reason they are divorced. He wants Melanie to take responsibility for what he did, right? Because I guess Melanie wasn't doing her wifely duties good enough or well enough or often enough or whatever for him. He wants her to take responsibility for it. That's how he comes off. Now, he was a little disrespectful to the mom, too. You know, see, people got to understand the dynamics of things. If you hurt my child, of course I'm not going to be receptive to you when I see you. No, I'm not. So when the mother came down and was trying to tell him like a mother would, you hurt my daughter, you fuck up the family, da-da-da-da-da, he said he don't want to talk about it and this and that, and he got real kind of smart with it, like, bruh, you're going to have to deal with these feelings and emotions of these people that you have hurt. You got to deal with that. You just got to deal with it. You know, and as a man, your job, again, is to acknowledge and shut the fuck up, period. Don't tell how you feel. Don't tell how you hurt. Don't just, because you did this. You did this, right? So, yeah, he's an immature boy. He's a man boy or a boy man. Which one is it? I don't know. He's going to miss his partnership with Melanie, right? And he's going to have bad karma behind it. You know, he's going to have, because, you know, so after he picked up and Melanie said, well, let's go outside and talk, blah, blah, blah. It's turned into a bad thing because he just can't accept ownership and he can't understand. Melanie may do some stuff to him. She may say some shit on social media, but she's hurt. Allow her to be hurt. See, this is the thing. When people make you mad, they want to tell you how long to be mad and how to be mad. You don't get that right. You don't get that right. If you make me upset, I can be upset for as long as I want to be upset until I'm not upset anymore. And that's just something you have to deal with. Right? So anyway, she said, well, let's go to therapy. And surprisingly, he said yes. And they did go to therapy, and it was working well. You know, the session was going well, right? And then he started talking, and they both got emotional. And he found some tissue for her and gave it to her. I thought that was real nice, right? That's why I call him a man, boy, man, because he has some man qualities, but then he'll revert back to a boy, right? And so the therapist said, well, why are you guys crying? And she said, because he was talking about his situation, like his money ain't right, this and that, right? And she started rubbing on his shoulders, right on his back. And he was like, "Come, Melanie," you know, like he couldn't accept that, like he couldn't receive that. And the therapist asked him, like, why couldn't you receive that? Is that hard for you to receive? And he said, yes. And Melanie said, you know, you can't be with somebody this long and not care about them and care about their well-being. Boom, right? She has a grasp of the situation. He don't. He's like a little boy. He's really like, I don't know how she tolerated him. She's the brains of the situation, though, right? And so back to the baby. Martell doesn't understand that we don't want him to deny the baby. Just be a little more discreet about talking about it right now, right? So then the session was over, and so I missed out a part. Martell had went to his business partner. That's his business partner. I think he's also a pastor too. I can't remember. But he went to his house to speak to him, and the business partner told him, well, you know, we got the 47 acres, we sold it, or we bought it, or whatever the situation was. And, you know, we're looking to build now. And he told him, he asked Melanie, does she want to build on the property as well, in on the deal, right? Martell got so upset, like, why wouldn't you want the mother of your kids to get some money? Why wouldn't you want her to be on a project just because it was your project? So he said, well, why would you do that? That's disloyal, and why would you tell her that? Like, that was so immature and off-putting to me, right? And he said, you my friend, and you shouldn't, you know, everybody knows that she's the brain except for him, right? So he doesn't have a builder's license. Melanie does, right? And he said that, so the friend was trying to tell him without, saying, man, the friend was, you could see the friend holding back his words. You could see it, right? And Martell was going off, and he was upset and disloyal, and you my friend, and I got the contacts, and I put this together, and I did this, and I did that. So the man said, well, you don't have your builder's license. He said, well, I got somebody got the builder's license. And you know who they, he just went on and on and on and on. So that happened. So after they had the session is when he asked Melanie, so you going to build on there? And she said, well, I'm thinking about it. I asked him to send over the specs and something else, right? He got upset with her. He said, you ain't never built shit in your life, and walked away with them tight ass pants on. I said, this dude right here, like, he goes from good to bad. Like, that wishy-washy man-boy situation, I couldn't deal with. But I think, they were a good-looking family. They both were college educated. They were building something. So maybe she overlooked a lot of shit because, it takes two. And if she was the brains, he was the brawn, it worked out. But he's so immature. And, yeah, he don't want her to make no money on that. That's how I look at it. Like you can't, you could be mad at me. You could say, you could do a lot of stuff, but don't try to take no food off my plate. Don't try to do that, right? Yeah, and I was thinking when he was saying his finances weren't the same, that this is the price you pay for the bullshit you did. You created this karma yourself. You created this, not nobody else. And he's still not getting it. And I don't know if he ever will. You know what I mean? I hope that he will. But I don't know if he'll ever get it. And I don't know if he'll ever see that his wrong caused a change. You can do one thing, right? And cause a whole different chain reaction of something that you hadn't planned, that you didn't think was going to go. So you have to stay in line, right? And when you step out of line, that's what happens when you step out of line, right? So, this is going to be a good season. I see, it looks like, but they play with you, the producers. But it looks like Melanie and Destiny have a fallout. And they bring a new girl in, and the new girl is going to start shit, like always. I don't know why people do that. I guess they want to put their mark on reality TV and hope they come back in the season. But you can be too messy and then they don't come. You got to ease into the messiness. You can't just, boom, messy. You got to ease into it, right? So anyway, y'all, thanks for watching Jacquie with a Q. And that's Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? And it comes on Saturdays on at 9 o'clock. And it's a good show. And these are, like I said, besides the relationship problems with Melanie and Martell, because I didn't think they was going to come back after they divorced. And they actually showed a clip of them, and they showed a clip of them sitting together, when they interview them. They sat together and had conversation. I thought that was nice. And Melanie was very cordial, right? Now, I follow Carlos King, the producer, on Twitter, and he said, he requested that they do that. And they did a good job at that. Like I said, Melanie has tried her best. I don't know if I can still be on the show and fuck with you like that, but she's built a brand, and so that's good exposure, right? So anyway, y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. My next video, I'm gonna talk about something that's really I don't understand is YouTube beefs. Okay, but anyway, my subs are Michelle Lane and Candace, okay? Thanks for watching Jacquie with a Q. Everybody have a great day. And make sure you hit the bell and share and watch my videos. Bye-bye.